What would you even call the first social media? I thought it was MySpace until I found something way older. A site from 1997 called 6degrees.com that worked a lot like Facebook with profiles and friend groups. But I wanted to go even further back to a time when social networking didn't even mean the internet. So how was this actually the first social media? When the postcard was first invented, it was revolutionary. It was the original Instagram post. You chose your picture, wrote your caption, and sent it out to your friends. Nothing like this existed at the time. It provided a way for you to keep in touch with your friends and family and required little writing. Because for the first time, you could send an image and a message anywhere in the world, quickly, cheaply, and without ever meeting the person face to face. You could send a postcard for a lower fee than you could send a letter. At one point, you could send a postcard in the US for 1 cent. It quite literally was the original social media, and it exploded like the social media platforms of today did. During the golden age of postcards, 7 billion postcards were circulating worldwide. But like all good things, the golden age of postcards couldn't last forever. Every popular platform eventually meets its competition, and for postcards, that challenger was the telephone. But skipping to 2025, where we are overloaded with options for communications, I wanted a way to communicate with my loved ones in the way that postcards did for the people when it was first invented, to create a personal connection or a link between people, places, and beliefs, to send something that was a material, tangible connection between us. So I sat down to write them. I bought some local postcards with some beautiful art and locations/notable landmarks from Norway. I briefly wrote to friends and family back home about how I was doing and what was currently happening at this point in time. Writing these was a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. You're limited on how much you can write by the postcard size. You can't write a whole letter's worth of content, maybe a small paragraph. And in a way, that was nice. It means you get more creative about what exactly you want to write and share, and what your postcard design looks like means a lot more since it's a big portion of the card itself. One thing that was really enjoyable about these postcards was that it's a tangible object that sort of connects you to the person that you're sending it to. And that sounds kind of weird, but I took the time to write this out. I even stuck wax seals on them. I put a stamp on it. I had to think exactly what I wanted to write about because I can't write too much on it. I only have as much space. So it's kind of like a physical tether in a way from me to the person that I'm sending it to. The postcards were really enjoyable to write. I honestly feel like I want to write these more often. Every season or so. I think it would be nice to get something in the mail that's not just ads, bills, and uninteresting things. I think this is a really cool way to send something fun. During the process of sourcing postcards, I found a ton of postcards being sold that had messages on them from ages ago. And it got me thinking. I wondered if hundreds of years from now, someone would find the postcards that I wrote and think about what life in 2025 must have been like.